Yeah, so this is an update on how this build is going. I've made a lot of progress on this build. It's feeling so much better. I believe I already had the Star Conjos last time, so let's focus on the other new pieces we have. Almost everything in here actually is new. The jewelry is all the same. Nothing crazy in here. The big thing is I got a Nomad, which those bottom two mods, LA resist with 200 strength. That's really, I wasn't aware of this item before. It's kind of really, really good if you're a ranger of some sort. Because that last one is 49% increased. What's the range? 40 to 50, so it's all pretty good. Increased projectile attack damage while you have 200 dexterity. If you're shooting the arrows yourself as a ranger or whatever, it's pretty freaking sweet. Pretty awesome. Next item here, Milagros Virtuosity. Nothing in attack speed is good. The big thing in there obviously is the crit strike multi of 300. I think that has made my explosive arrow explosions really good. I also got lucky. I already had this short bow, the 6-link short bow from the div cards. I went in and used a essence craft, just seeing what I would get, and it's pretty good. I obviously don't need the poison, and I don't necessarily need the extra physical damage, but 12% attack speed and +1 socketed of bow gems is plenty good for me right now. New boots. I went ahead and got 30% movement speed boots. Also, this person was selling these boots for pretty cheap. I think it was like 10 or 20 C or something. Not a ton. I mean, they're not like amazing, but they have 80 something life and strength. And the big thing for me, besides the 35% movement speed, was the int. A lot of these gems are pretty int hungry, and I was having a hard time getting the intelligence. So that amount of int was pretty huge. I also got this new guy to really, really help our resists. I'm missing a bit of lightning, and as we proceed with this, I would probably want to start getting chaos resistance as well. But that's about that. The other thing I've decided to start doing is my faster attacks. So the links I was doing was Explosive Arrow, Trinity, Mirage Archer, Mirage Archer, faster attacks, Inspiration, and Greater Multi. And I was swapping in and out Conch and Greater Multi in my Tabby. What I decided to do instead, and the clear is still pretty good, I'm still in white maps though, was instead take out the faster attacks for multiple projectiles instead of taking out Conch effect. And it seems to be pretty damn good for clears still. In fact, it might be better. Because you're shooting enough arrows between you and your Mirage Archers that the area of effect doesn't matter a lot, really. So I think that's what we're going to be swapping. Nothing else really has changed a ton. I still haven't even fixed my flasks, and I am white mapping pretty damn well right now. Has anything changed in my passive tree? At some point I'm going to buy, when I get some more currency. I kind of spent out to get all this gear I currently have. At some point I'm going to get a new cluster to start crafting on, because I want a large with fuel to fight, and it's not far shot, but it's something like far shot. Arcing shot is what it's called. I'd like to have both of those on that, which would be pretty expensive to buy, so I'd rather just have something to craft on. I got these 2 nodes. I'm going to start picking up life nodes. Oh, and of course, I don't think I talked about the Comb's Heart, but I got a Comb's Heart. The increased fire damage is really nice. And of course, all the life, all the armor. Before this, I was rocking around like 3,500 armor. I think by the end of the day, I'm going to hit like 5K just in, one more passive, and I'll be at 5K. So that's a huge survival thing. I also went and did my last lab. I just farmed it in Global 820. If you don't know, Global 820 is a really, really nice place. if you go in there searching for your lab trials, be sure to tip your friends. Be sure to tip them something, whatever you got. But I went and got Windward. Just a good amount of survivability on that. And with all of that said, I'm going to run a couple maps so you guys can see how it's going. It's pretty good right now. I'm feeling nice. Starting to clear maps. It's starting to feel really, really nice. The only kind of janky thing I'll say is having to resummon my ice golem. I should be able to fix that with extra qual at some point, and Assassin's Mark I actually don't use all that often. But yeah, let's see if you guys can notice the difference in how it was last time. Most mobs I only have to hit once or twice with my arrows, and they die once they explode. You know, there's a lot of talk about, or a lot of people kind of talk about having the immediate kills on a build. Another way to say that is like a build like Toxic Rain, where you're planting a bunch of seeds on the ground and then they explode and then they kill. People always list the con of those sorts of builds of being, you know, there's a delay between attack and kill. And this build's very similar, but I actually find it really satisfying in a lot of ways, because you just like plant 3 arrows on a guy and then walk away, and you know he's it's like, cool, guys, don't look at explosions type stuff. I like it a lot. Yeah, as you see, if we get hit with some ground effects or bleeds or something like that, we're still taking a lot of damage. I still need to fix my flasks. That's a big part of it. But there are other ways for me to fix that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really liking this. And honestly, after all those gear upgrades, I've been mostly bossing with multiple projectiles. The nice thing about multiple projectiles is if you can corner a boss, they take extra damage from the arrows around them. You can't always do that, but it tends to be possible. Alright, so here... Yeah, I'm not even going to need multiple... Yeah, he died so fast. Yeah, that was just really fast. Also, kind of side upgrade is, you know, if there's barrels around, you know, a lot of times people don't click on or try and destroy the barrels because odds are there's nothing in there. But with multiple projectiles and the explosions, you're going to open most of the barrels on the map without even realizing it. And, you know, chaos will pop out of there occasionally. Other currency will pop out of barrels, and it's actually kind of nice. But yeah, it's feeling so much better than it used to. You know, Combs Heart might not be best in slot. Something else could be good. But for now, I think, you know, I don't need to touch a Combs Heart. Or I don't need to touch my chest slot for a while. Next big upgrades are probably jewelry related. Because my belt's really solid right now. And thus we can stack crit and a whole lot of other stuff on my... in my gloves. I think gloves probably can't be upgraded too much. Yeah, so I think most of my upgrades are in jewelry. Of course, if I can get a +3 bow, that's really where it's at for any bow build.
I'm not up to that just
but this thing is doing quite well right now in white maps. It's still white maps. These aren't juiced at all. Yeah, these aren't juiced maps, you know, in the slightest. But, you know, before, you know, today, this build was still struggling sometimes with DPS. And now I don't really feel that. You know, there are some bosses with more HP that, you know, don't die quite as fast, but they still die easily now to this build, and that's pretty awesome. Also, big credit to Josh Rose's update build and his character, or his update video, which I linked in my previous video. Give me a lot of good inspiration for what to do. I feel like Ritual was better in late acts than it has been for me in mapping. I got a Poet's Pen earlier, and that was nice. But other than that, I haven't sold a ton of stuff in there for money. I guess that's not true. I found a few div cards here and there that sold for decent money. Nothing like crazy. But yeah, that was a map. Way faster than this build has ever mapped. So we're in a good spot right now. Let's get...
Greetings. Farewell.
Have I run this? No. Let's do one more real quick. And call that an update. Alright, do one more map. And if anybody watching cares, or gets to this point in the video, and you really enjoy Path of Exile content, let me know in the comments what you want to see. I'm not a build guide maker. I'm not that experienced. So I kind of just play the game. So let me know what you want to see. Obviously, you know, you want to see me push this harder, but that just comes with time. So if there's anything specifically you want to see or you want to know more about this build, I can manage that. Okay, so we want to go down, and then it doesn't really matter. Upgrade, I guess, and then connect either of the downs. In we go. Oh god. The only bad thing about this, well, bad thing, with this build, you really don't want to be getting up close. That's the whole thing. It's a Deadeye, right? Far shot is where you want to be, so you really don't want to get close. So that was an example of where if you can get a boss or a difficult mob pinned in the corner and all the arrows overlap, you get a lot of extra DPS that way, which is really nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. Explode! Explode! Go! Running out of time here. Where's the thing? Hello? What? Oh, I had it. Shit. Mother trucker. Ooh. Also, I've never really liked Blood Rage. Blood Rage feels really nice in this build. It feels really good. One of the first builds I ever played was a Reeve build that used Blood Rage, and I didn't know what I was doing back then. But it just felt really bad. In this build, it feels great. Okay, up or down, and then, you know, let's get an explosive charge. Yeah, we're gonna connect up or down, get the explosive charge, because last time I did an incursion, I couldn't get to the actual juicy node I had built up because the pathing. Oh god. Who's ascending over there? Who's ascending over there? We'll check after we get out. This is JP's global 9559. Oh no, they ripped it. Do I have the thing again and I don't realize it? I must. Weird. Alright, that's fine. Get me out of here. How close did he get? Oh! Oh. Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, Global 9559. It's ImmeJP, who you should totally follow. It's his channel. I lurk in there because I'm a viewer of his. He's the person that got me into Path of Exile. Check him out on Twitch and YouTube. Both of them ImmeJP. Ow! The fuck? Oh. What's up, bud? Oh, and this feels really good. Because of the knockback, you can kind of stand when a piece of garbage isn't chasing you. Stand in one place and push everything. If it's coming from one spot, you can push everything back into the corner during ritual. Feels good. Hello. Yeah, so one of the things that is going to be a downside in this build is it's not going to be able to run any sort of reflect, probably. Because a lot of my damage is the explosion damage, but I still don't think we're going to be able to run reflect with how much damage even the projectiles we do do. So we want to connect right anywhere and upgrade.
It's time. Hello, Exile.
See if we can pin this guy. Show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, he wasn't really moving, but you can pin people in corners, get overlapping explosions. It does a lot of extra damage. It's really nice. Woo! Where's the lock or the key? Give me the key. You have it, right? Yeah. Let's connect up, assuming it's going to be difficult for us. We can always open this forcefully if we need to. That at least gives us a way to get to the boss. Which I've never had anything good drop from the boss. But, you know, it's fun. Plus I probably need it for Challenge League, so. Is that everything? That's everything. What? What? Oh. Anything good in here? Give me that. Alright. Are we done here? We're done here. Alright. So yeah, that's how it's going. I'm going to push maps. Work on clearing our atlas because, you know, we don't have a lot unlocked right now at all. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll see where we get tomorrow. I mean, this weekend I might finally be able to catch up. And that would be huge. And if you're at the end of this video, we're putting up videos every single day for the next year, hopefully. Just me. And drop a subscription into YouTube if you want to see more. There's some games coming out in the next couple months that I'm super excited for. We're doing Path of Exile because I really like it, and to pass the time. But I'm going to try and finally catch up so that I can put out higher quality YouTube videos rather than the stuff I'm putting out now, which is just a result of the time crunch. So I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.